to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Hello, everyone. Today on Good Morning Maine, a look back at the deadly mass poisoning in New Sweden 20 years later.
Plus, debate gets underway in Augusta concerning a bill that would create places where addicts can use drugs safely.
And it was a sobering display in Ellsworth where students are learning about the dangers of drinking and driving.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. We'll have those stories coming up. But first, a check of the forecast, and it's looking really nice for today. We've had this little trend the last several days of rain and just gray days. Well, today, the exact opposite. It's going to be mostly sunny and highs up around 70 degrees.
Yeah.
So hopefully you can get out and enjoy it.
Perfect for Arbor Day.
Yeah.
All right, here's Devin Biggs.
All right, thank you very much. Let's get things rolling out here this morning. Some areas of dense fog have been developing across parts of the state, again, especially in the northwestern areas. But for us, we've been looking pretty good so far. Don't be surprised if you do encounter some patchy fog in a few areas as you do head out the door this morning. But otherwise, though, looking pretty good, though. So take a look outside. I promise the radar and satellite is working. There's just nothing overhead right now, which means a very nice day on the way for us. So definitely get outside and enjoy the nice weather today. Temperatures in the 60s and a lot of sunshine. Can't pass that up, right? Because we're going to be watching for rain right here. That'll be tracking off towards the north and east. And that'll give us a chance for some soggy weather that will be on the way very soon. So we'll need to make sure to keep an eye on that. So futurecast moving forward for today, a lot of sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds late. Will become partly cloudy later on tonight and mostly cloudy as we head towards your Saturday. The wind's not a big deal at all, mainly at around 5, maybe close to 10 miles per hour in a few spots, but overall remaining relatively calm at least until Saturday before we pick up to around 10 miles per hour or so. So a forecast for today, upper 60s, mostly sunny. That's awesome out there, right? The north wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour with high temperatures in the upper 60s. Can't pass that up. Later on tonight, though, here we go. Upper 30s and a partly cloudy sky, and the wind overall remaining nice and calm as well. For tomorrow, upper 50s, mostly cloudy. Southeast breeze at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period. Plenty of sunshine, temperatures in the 60s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
All right, thank you, David. We'll see you later on. Waterville police have announced the arrests of 2 men for a burglary at a local pawn shop. 20-year-old Damian Marciel Alexander of Waterville and 21-year-old Ryan Ansart of Massachusetts are both named as suspects in the case. Authorities believe they're the men responsible for breaking into JR's pawn shop on April 10th of last year. They say the men were wearing masks when they broke glass to enter the business and then smashed a display case to steal 14 handguns. Alexander and Ansart are both charged with theft of firearms from a licensed firearms dealer. Officials say Waterville police worked with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and other agencies to investigate the case and to make those arrests.
A former Glenburn man convicted of killing a man and dismembering him is challenging his conviction. The move stems from new evidence that Maine's Attorney General's office says Jimmy Lippum knew about for years. A jury found Jimmy Lippum guilty of murdering 53-year-old David Langway of Winterport in 2003. During his trial, Lippum claimed he accidentally killed Langway when he tripped and the gun went off. Prosecutors said he shot Langway in the back of the head intentionally and cut off his arms and legs so he could be buried more easily. Yesterday afternoon, the judge hearing his case denied a request by the state to dismiss Lippum's post-conviction review and requested an evidentiary hearing.
Game wardens located a missing woman in the woods in Kennebunkport early Thursday morning. They say 65-year-old Helen Bailey had become disoriented and lost in the woods behind her house while walking her dog. Bailey's husband reported her missing after her dog was found without her about a mile away from their home. Game warden Chad Robertson and his canine Storm began searching the area where her cell phone was located a little before midnight and then found her about 15 minutes later. Bailey was severely hypothermic when she was found and was taken to the hospital to be checked out.
Maine legislators invited the public and residents of Fairfield to a meeting last night to discuss the current situation and future solutions surrounding PFAS in the state of Maine. Legislators and a variety of superintendents, organized by Representative Richard Campbell and Representative Shelley Rudnicki, shared their current struggles with the logistics surrounding the removal for remediation of PFAS in Maine. The public had the opportunity to voice questions and concerns regarding the variety of efforts to combat PFAS concentrations around the state.
I'm very, very strongly in favor of the Maine DEP sitting at the table with us. It's a very difficult situation. People have been impacted tremendously. I am very thankful for the meeting. Anytime we can talk about the issue, it's good. I still find that there are responsibilities here that are not being stepped up to on, and I brought those out tonight.
Earlier this week, the Maine Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife reduced the PFAS wildlife consumption advisory in the Fairfield area by around 80% following new testing data of wild deer and turkey. That means hunters can safely, according to them, eat the animals found outside that area. It also comes at a time when the Maine CDC issued new warnings about fish that could be tainted with PFAS on certain waterways. They say people should limit the number of fish they eat from those waters. More information can be found on the Maine CDC website.
Well, a bill that would create safe sites for individuals to self-administer drugs was debated in a public hearing in front of the Criminal Justice and Public Safety Committee at the State House yesterday. Our Matthew Jaroncic was also there.
Should this bill be passed into law, cities or towns that approve a safe consumption site must meet certain requirements, including having a clean environment and proper training for on-site staff should someone overdose. The proposed bill would also mean that law enforcement cannot charge participants inside these areas with an offense while using drugs such as opioids and fentanyl. Bill's sponsor, Representative Grayson Lookner, says this idea is the best way to fight the ongoing crises at hand.
The science tells us that the best way to save lives is to create environments in which people can get avenues to recovery, as well as be able to not have to worry about dying when they're engaging in a behavior that we don't necessarily want to encourage, but we don't want people to die either.
Lawmakers and organizations that support the bill say this is the best alternative to keep people safe that use drugs.
This is about helping people stay alive, not punishing them by making them be at the edges of our society and be arrested and die behind dumpsters.
It is up to this committee to decide if people who use drugs deserve to die alone, outside in apartments and cars and public bathrooms and tents. We are losing young people in college, parents with children, friends, caregivers, taxpayers, and I'll also include that we are losing children too, if you have been paying attention.
The Maine Sheriff's Association opposes the bill. Waldo County Sheriff Jason Trundy, who was representing the organization, says there is not enough data to know whether a system like this would actually work.
We understand that there are some states that have implemented this type of a program, but we really feel like there hasn't been enough time to pass to really give us enough data about the impact of that for the entire community.
In Augusta, Matthew Jaroncic reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
The Mills administration has issued $25 million in COVID-19 payments to long-term care organizations around the state. Governor Janet Mills says the money for 129 long-term care organizations will help support their continued recovery from the pandemic. The governor proposed the Maine Care payments in her supplemental budget. It was passed by the legislature, and she signed it into law in February. The president of the Maine Healthcare Association said the supplemental support comes at a critical time as nursing homes and residential care facilities experience exorbitant costs.
Meanwhile, fishermen in Maine's historic herring fishing business will receive money from the federal government. It's meant to help them cope with the decline in the fish's population that has caused the industry to struggle. The Maine Department of Marine Resources said the government has appropriated $7 million for the fishermen. Atlantic herring were found to be overfished by a 2020 scientific assessment, and fishing quotas were slashed after that. The herring are especially important to New England's fishing industry because they're used as bait for lobster fishermen.
All right, the time now is 6:09. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, an emotional day for some at Ellsworth High School where students are learning about the dangers of drinking and driving.
But first, another check of that weather forecast. A beautiful day ahead today. It will be sunny with highs up near 67 degrees, partly cloudy overnight with lows down into the upper 30s. Tomorrow, another pretty nice day on tap. It will be mostly cloudy with some breaks of sun. The highs tomorrow, 59 degrees.
If only there was a place in the morning to start my day. With a smile, somewhere to help me get in the know. Oh, wait, there is.
Good morning, America.
GMA 7A. Now that's how you start your day.
Angie's List is losing the list. From now on, it's just Angie.
So what happens to all the people that needed the list?
Oh yeah, everything still works. We just made it better. We even let you book services instantly now.
Start your home project at Angie.com.
Time to get out there and enjoy the spring weather in your new all-wheel drive Toyota. Because right now, at the Toyota Spring Sales Event, you could save up to $1,300 with affordable 3.99% financing on an all-wheel drive RAV4. And every RAV4 comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance and more. So come get your savings, then get out there. Your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places. All the nonsense
Fibber.
meets no nonsense.
I don't buy it.
Judge Judy.
Weekdays at 5 on ABC 7. Are you a local World War II veteran? Or do you know a World War II veteran who may be interested in telling and preserving their story for a future broadcast? Call ABC 7 at 945-6457, extension 3106, or email us at www.wvii.com.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Police, fire, and rescue crews were on hand at the Ellsworth High School on Thursday afternoon. They weren't responding to an emergency. Rather, they were trying to prevent one through education. Our David Ledford spoke with students to learn more, and a disclaimer, part of their demonstration was graphic.
It felt real, like a lot realer than I was expecting.
For the first time since 2018, the Ellsworth Police Department hosted Every 15 Minutes, a drunk driving awareness campaign intended to warn students about the dangers of driving under the influence. Ellsworth police, firefighters, and other first responders prepared a lifelike crash scene to show the consequences of drunk driving in real time. The annual program has been on hold since the start of the pandemic. For some, the return of the event felt a little too real.
My sophomore year, 3 of my friends died in a car accident when I was at Sumner. Kind of made it all seem real and kind of like what they went through. Don't do it, don't be stupid.
Someone in the United States dies every 45 minutes from an alcohol-related collision. According to the U.S. Department of Transportation's National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. During the morning leading up to the event, students were pulled from class every 15 minutes to highlight the harsh reality of drunk driving deaths, with a simulation that portrayed a fatal crash involving students at the school. For those who participated in the day, the experience didn't end when the demonstration was over.
We paint their faces white so they stand out from other students. We give them also a t-shirt that says Living Dead on the back. I take them away overnight with no cell phones, no laptops, and I keep them till tomorrow.
A mock trial took place at the Ellsworth District Court, where the student acting as the driver was held accountable. Some students say the intense nature of the day was overwhelming but effective.
There's some kids going down bad paths, and I would never want to see that happen to an actual friend of mine. The kid being brought in the body bag, that was really rough. That's really rough.
Seeing the parents come over and cry over their children, really touching.
On Friday, a funeral will be held at the school for the students that acted as the victims in the crash. In Ellsworth, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The overnight emergency shelter in Augusta is closing next week, leaving city leaders, unhoused people, and at least one business owner with growing concerns. Asia Reed tells us about a possible solution and why a business owner isn't so sure.
Unhoused people organized a listening session in Augusta this week, which included city leaders, business owners, and community members. They talked about where dozens of unhoused people will sleep when an emergency shelter on Church Street closes next week, and it could be on city property. Co-owner of Water Street's Wrapped Up Coffee House and Kitchen has some concerns.
While we transition and find the resources to help the people, that we see the respect from that community of, you're our neighbors right now, don't leave your trash, don't, pick up after yourself.
Ryan Hill says some unhoused people haven't respected downtown businesses.
Most all of our business owners have found needles, either in our bathrooms, trash cans, people using on the sidewalk.
City Councilor Courtney Gary Allen says she wants business owners and those experiencing homelessness to be able to coexist.
And we don't want them tenting in places like Water Street or downtown or on the front steps of City Hall.
Gary Allen says that some city leaders have suggested a designated public area for safe zone tenting.
Having people put up tents is the last line of defense. Like, we don't want people to be tenting, but there's nowhere else for them to go.
I don't have an issue or anything like that with them being part of our community, just as long as they're respecting the community they're in.
Well, meanwhile, in others news, if you are ever traveling in the town of Penobscot, possibly stopping for some lunch or ice cream at the Bayview Takeout, you may have noticed a field next door. But this is not an ordinary field. Sherm Perkins Park is now part of the Blue Hill Heritage Trust and Maine Coast Heritage Trust, and they have big plans for that area. The plan is to revitalize this area over the next couple of years and make it a pollinator's paradise.
So the hope is that a place that has been basically just mowed for the last several years can become beautiful for the community, but also a healthier ecosystem for pollinators, birds, wildlife.
Now, working with students from Penobscot Community School and other members of the community, they plan to transform the area, adding host plants that bees, beetles, and butterflies love. Queen Anne's lace, golden alexander, and milkweed, to name a few of the plants that they plan for the area. No better way to preserve the beauty of the Maine coast, according to them.
Wow,
yeah, that's a great idea.
I'm going to have to check it out. Helping the pollinators any way we can is so essential right now. On a different note, our friends at Fields Pond, they do a native plant sale every year. We had them on the show last year to talk about, they sell things like milkweed because that stimulates the pollinators.
Helps attract the butterflies and that kind of thing too.
And which are also endangered really bad right now. So anybody can do something like that. Just sprinkle some seeds, anywhere you have free room.
If we don't have pollinators, we don't have food.
So scary. So scary. All right, the time now is 6:17. After the break, it's been nearly 20 years it has been 20 years as of this week, that 16 New Sweden church members were poisoned from drinking church coffee.
We'll have a look back at that and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Luna Family Auto Sales is a locally owned business run by a husband and wife team.
Here at Luna Family Auto Sales, we combine our passion for cars with providing service to the community and local economy. Featuring no dark or hidden fees at all, we offer financing for all credit types and service everything we sell.
Check out our website at lunafamilyautosales.com.
Or come in and say hi. We'd love to meet you and introduce ourselves. Luna Family Auto Sales, 649 Stillwater Ave, Old Town.
Building new or replacing an aging deck? Take a look at high-performance Trex composite decking and railing from Hammond Lumber Company. Trex outperforms wood and is available in colors and configurations to fit every taste and price point. Your Hammond sales rep will help you with your design and product choices and can connect you with local builders. And Hammond delivers from any of their 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Make the most of outdoor living with Trex composite decking and railing from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Hey Red Sox fans, you've got to play You Pick 'em Red Sox at foxbangor.com. Local weekly winners receive prizes from Herman Meadow Golf Club or The Local. Register now at foxbangor.com. You Pick 'em Red Sox is sponsored by Brun's Chiropractic Clinic in Bangor, Eddington Store in Eddington, Maine Collision Center in Bangor, and Twin City Tile in Brewer.
Welcome back, everyone. 20 years ago this week, 16 New Sweden church members fell mysteriously ill after drinking coffee at their church. One of them passed away, and authorities learned that someone had poisoned them with arsenic. It was a crime that shocked people in Maine and across the nation. Devin Dagnall returned to the town and gives us a look back at that unusual case.
The Bureau of Health investigates the death of one man.
What's taking so long to solve the mystery?
Now you're wondering who would have such a grievance they'd want to harm these people.
This is the largest single-dose arsenic poisoning that we've have on record in the world.
In 2003, ABC7 covered the story that shocked the nation.
20 years later, we're back in New Sweden.
to revisit the case of the Gustav Adolf Lutheran Church arsenic poisoning. On Sunday, April 27, 2003, Daniel Bondenson poisoned 16 members of the Gustav Adolf Lutheran Church by mixing arsenic into the church's coffee, sending all 16 to the hospital. One man, Walter Reed Morrill, died. To this day, authorities are still baffled by the case.
At that point, we didn't have any idea what the hell this was about.
Brian Strout was one of the detectives who covered the case, and he says it's one he could never forget.
I just remember thinking, man, why would somebody think to do something like this?
Over the course of the day, all church members who had been poisoned arrived at Cary Medical Center for treatment. A few needed to be transferred to Bangor due to their critical condition. Dan Harrigan was one of the ER doctors who treated the victims.
I said to her, "Is he all right?" And she said, "Bad coffee at the Lutheran Church."
Harrigan says all of the victims exhibited similar symptoms of vomiting and diarrhea, but with limited knowledge, they weren't immediately able to find the cause. Through testing, medical analysis determined the cause to be arsenic a day after the poisoning. Today, Harrigan maintains Bondenson never wanted to kill anyone. Those we spoke with say Bondenson felt extreme guilt for his actions. 5 days after the poisoning, Bondenson committed suicide.
He just wanted to sort of give some people a bellyache. And he unfortunately, I was so distraught at what he had done that about 5 days later, he put a gun to his chest and shot himself.
He had left some correspondence kind of explaining what went on. And as I remember, I was told the note was kind of exonerating his sister and more taking the blame himself.
In the years after the poisoning, Morrill's family and his community are keeping his legacy alive. The year after his death, a leaf was added to Cary Medical Center's Tree of Life. Just last year, the Jefferson Cary Foundation partnered with Morrill's family to create the Walter Reed Morrill Memorial Scholarship, an annual scholarship that is awarded to local students going into the nursing field.
We reached out to Morrill's family to talk about how his legacy has been continued, but they declined, stating his death is something they would prefer not to remember, but they can never forget. Back to you.
Boy, it was just an incredible time. I remember covering the news when it happened and the urgency right afterwards. They were trying to figure out what was happening to those people. And the folks at Eastern Maine Medical Center played a big part in that, figuring it out and the treatment.
Right.
It's incredible. More people didn't die.
Yeah.
They were really sick from that. So.
Yeah. I'm so glad that a scholarship could come of it, something to memorialize
nice.
him and help more people get trained to help
Mm.
people like that. Yeah. All right, the time now is 6:22.
Let's get a full look at our weather forecast.
All right, here we are. Some areas of the state dealing with a little bit of fog this morning. Have a look toward the northwestern areas before you see some reduced visibility down to near zero in a few spots this morning. For us, we're fine, but don't be surprised if you notice some patchy fog as you do head out the door this morning. Everyone else, though, is looking really nice out there. We're going to see a lot of sunshine. For us, get outside and enjoy temperatures in the 60s and plenty of sunshine. Will be a nice way to wrap up the work week. Let's zoom things out, though. We do have some changes on the way, and it starts with this. Before then, we get to enjoy high pressure, but we do have low pressure on the way from the southwest going to the north and east. And this will give us our next opportunity for rain on the way as we head towards Saturday night and a Sunday, a multi-day chance for rain yet again. Not what we need, but we do have that on the way starting Saturday night. So futurecast for today, this is that day to get outside. A lot of sunshine, a few passing clouds. By later on tonight, you'll be watching for a little bit more clouds on the way later on with a partly cloudy sky. Mostly cloudy for the day for your Saturday. The opportunities for rain start to get going as we head towards Saturday night and the parts of Sunday as well. And then beyond that, though, we'll be watching for better opportunities for rain. But at least early Sunday morning, we'll be watching for the rain moving in. We'll be watching it moving in from the southwest going toward the north and east. Notice how the isobars get stacked. That means some gusty winds will be on the way. And this means some moderate to heavy rainfall will be expected by early Monday morning. So make sure to keep an eye on that as well as you do head out the door on Monday morning. But once we get that line through, we'll back off as we head towards Monday evening. And some breaks in precipitation as well, but still some scattered showers possible by Tuesday afternoon as well. And that could also linger into parts of Wednesday morning as well. So we'll have multiple waves of showers possible throughout the next several days. So we'll need to make sure to keep an eye on that. How much rain can we possibly see? A lot between now and at least Tuesday, with a lot of it kicking in as we get towards Saturday night. Maybe an inch or two of rain before we're all finished up. We're still quite a few days out from this, so make sure to keep an eye on this. We're still looking like several inches of rain, at least 1 to 2 inches at least, on the way for a few areas. Wave heights thankfully are low for the time being at around 2 feet according to the buoy. So of course, no small craft advisories in effect at this this time. Our average high temperature is 59 degrees. We'll reach for the upper 60s above normal today. We'll be right at normal for tomorrow in the upper 50s, cooling off into the upper 40s Sunday. It's a little bit below normal. We'll back in the 50s and 60s by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and also into your Thursday. So a little bit of a roller coaster right here over the next few days according to the temperature chart. So your forecast for today, upper 60s, mostly sunny and awesome, and that north breeze at about 5 miles per hour. For tonight, upper 30s and a partly cloudy sky, and the wind overall looking nice and calm. For tomorrow, upper 50s cooling off a bit, mostly cloudy, southeast breeze at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's a look at your extended forecast. The rain moves in Saturday night and the parts of Sunday as well. Better opportunities for rain get going early Monday morning, continuing throughout the day. And we'll keep the rain chances going through Tuesday. Temperatures will be up and down. Upper 60s today, we're in the 50s and 40s Saturday and Sunday. Back in the 50s Monday, and back in the 60s again as we head towards your Tuesday.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA Insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA Insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA Insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
Bangor Floral is your perfect destination this Mother's Day. Since 1925, Bangor Floral has been a premier provider of beautiful floral arrangements and thoughtful Mother's Day gifts for almost 100 years. Featuring new colorful blooms, blossoming plants, and gift baskets that have warmed hearts for generations. We also strongly support the Buy Local movement by purchasing directly from local farms and suppliers. Bangor Floral, 332 Harlow Street. Experience a flower shop like no other this Mother's Day.
You found the one. Peaks Hill Lodge in Denham. Beautiful outdoor and indoor weddings and events in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. Dance the night away on our 1,100 square foot dance floor. Full service catering and cash bar. Peaks Hill Lodge. Contact us to schedule a tour and book your wedding today.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
A man in Massachusetts who's accused of murdering his wife pleads not guilty to 3 new charges. His wife, Anna, was last seen on January 1st. Investigators were able to track Brian to a Lowe's that same day where he purchased a number of items, including a hacksaw. Investigators also found Google searches on an iPad belonging to one of Brian's children that included how long does Lowe's maintain securing videos, 10 ways to dispose of a dead body if you really need to, and how long for someone to be missing to inherit. Brian is the sole beneficiary of a life insurance policy for Anna that would pay close to $3 million.
Well, tough new talk in the race for 2024. The insults are flying, and one long-shot Democrat is telling us why he thinks he can beat President Biden. Here's ABC's Andrea Fujii with more.
It's still very early in the campaign season, but last night, President Biden and Vice President Harris held a virtual campaign strategy call, pinpointing guns and abortion as 2 issues they'll be emphasizing going forward.
This is about our freedoms. MAGA Republicans are trying to take us backwards.
Former President Trump was in New Hampshire addressing his many legal troubles.
I fly over a state that happens to be Democrat-run. They send me a subpoena to go before a grand jury. These people are sick. They're weaponizing that stuff.
Trump slamming Biden's record on crime and the border and mocking the campaign video Biden released this week.
Prepackaged video that took supposedly 7 takes to get it right, if right is what you want to call it.
Republican candidate Nikki Haley also questioning Biden's competence, suggesting Biden, who's now 80, may not live long enough to finish a second term.
If you vote for Joe Biden, you really are counting on a President Harris, because the idea that he would make it until 86 years old is not something that I think is likely.
Meanwhile, another Democrat in the race, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., sat down with ABC's Lindsay Davis, speaking about his background in environmental law and why he thinks he can take on Biden.
I think I know more about how to fix regulatory agencies than any other politician in this country, because I've spent 40 years suing them.
Kennedy, known for his anti-vaccine rhetoric, is a long shot. Author Marianne Williamson is also running for the Democratic nomination. As for Republicans, there are now 5 candidates, not including Florida Governor Ron DeSantis or former Vice President Mike Pence. They're expected to make their decisions by summer.
Still a long way to go to Election Day, but it's
Right.
already starting to heat up.
Right, I know, less than 2 years, so it heats up quick. All right, when we return, we'll have your community calendar for local events going on in the area.
Plus, today is Arbor Day. We'll have all the latest on that and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
The furniture you've been looking for is in stock and on sale at the Furniture Gallery. Spring into savings with great deals like 10% off all in-stock recliners. And refresh your home with a new sofa and love seat set. 3 choices, just $9.99. Sleep better with a new mattress from Serta, Restonic, or Nectar. Queen mattresses starting at only $2.99. The Furniture Gallery brings you better brand names, plus a bigger in-stock selection, all at the lowest prices around. Support our Maine family-owned business and save money at the Furniture Gallery.
My insurance kept going up and up and up and up.
I was getting a lot of mail about Medicare, getting pretty confused about it.
I could never have navigated through the loopholes.
Somebody said something about Senior Planning
I
Center.
heard a senior planning center, so we called them.
Senior Planning Center was a lifesaver for us.
I couldn't begin to do it all on my own, but Senior Planning Center did it all.
Gave me all my options and signed me up with what I needed within an hour.
Senior Planning Center helped us so much.
Biggest help I could ever have asked for.
Herman Meadow is a very user-friendly golf course. We have some very good rates. We have discounts for military people. We have discounts for seniors, individual and group lessons for juniors.
The greens, especially this year, they're in excellent shape. It's not a course that won't allow you to hit the ball 10 or 12 times on any hole and still have fun.
There's some challenges out there, but there's also some risk rewards.
It's convenient. You can come in Union Street, you can come in Route 2. It's just in a great location.
It's just a fun place to play.
May is for moms, and this Mother's Day, our local mom-owned businesses have teamed up to celebrate you with this amazing giveaway. Enter to win a luxurious spa service at Marilyn Monroe Spas.
Free laundry service from the Laundry Basket.
A delicious dessert at Happy Endings Dessert and Martini Bar. A month-long membership to Evolve Fitness.
And $100 towards any IV vitamin infusion or weight loss service at Riverlight Restorative Health. To enter, visit our Facebook pages, scan the QR code, or stop by any of our locations.
Happy Mother's Day from us to you.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Friday, April 28th, 2023. Today is also National Arbor Day.
Since 1972, the Arbor Day Foundation has planted trees in efforts to take on some of the biggest environmental challenges of our time. This is because, as many of us know, trees play a critical role in cleaning our air, our water, and providing habitats for wildlife, not to mention creating essential places for communities and supporting our own health and well-being. And it's going to be a beautiful day, so if you want to go out and enjoy some trees, it's a great day for it, or go plant some stuff, anything.
I might go plant some stuff.
Go plant some
You never
stuff,
know,
Craig.
so.
I mean, even if it's not trees, just a packet of seeds is
I can't
easy.
imagine a world without our trees and things like that. It's so healing just going out and spending time in nature and enjoying it.
Yeah.
So
Good day to go hug a tree.
good day to appreciate nature. Yeah. Well, on this day in history, in 1789, Captain William Bligh of the British ship Bounty and 18 of his men were set adrift by mutinous sailors, led by the master's mate Fletchen Christian. This, of course, inspired the critically acclaimed film Mutiny on the Bounty, starring Marlon Brando and other stars. I think they remade it eventually, too. A more modern one. I think it was with Mel Gibson or something like that.
Yep,
So,
right.
interesting.
Yeah, I want to see the original.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson is kind of like
You're not so sure about him.
Yeah.
He's a great actor, but yeah, I know what you mean. He's a little sketchy past.
Right.
In 1855, the first veterinary college in the U.S. was incorporated in Boston. In 1947, the Norwegian ethnologist. Ethnologist, never heard of that.
I think, yeah. And ethnologist and adventurer Thor Heyerdahl and a small crew set sail from Peru aboard the primitive raft Kon-Tiki and arrived in Polynesia 3.5 months later. And in 2003, Apple launched the iTunes Store, giving users the ability to purchase and download music from the internet directly into their iTunes library. I forgot that it was in 2003.
Yeah, well, not too long ago. Seems like it's been around forever, but yeah, not so much.
Yep. All right, and for birthdays today, we have American writer Harper Lee, known for writing the Pulitzer Prize-winning novel To Kill a Mockingbird in 1960, with the subsequent film, of course, in 1962. Did you have to read that in school?
Oh, yeah, we had to read that in high school.
I loved that one. She passed away in 2016. Actress Penelope Cruz, known for her roles in films like All the Pretty Horses and Volver, is 48 today. And TV host and comedian Jay Leno, who recently did a gig up in Orono, is 72 today. And I'm pretty sure we have Jay Leno on our networks, right?
He does a game show now, I think. Yeah, I don't get to watch
He's
TV
busy.
too much, but
it's daytime TV. Yeah.
Jay Leno's been around a long time, though. Happy birthday to him and all the others.
Happy birthday.
Right, as far as the weather's concerned, as we've been saying, it's going to be a beautiful, gorgeous day out there today.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And take advantage of it because it's going to be a cloudy weekend.
Yeah.
Here's Devin Biggs with the forecast.
All right, thank you very much. Let's get things rolling out here this morning. Some areas of dense fog have been developing across parts of the state, again, especially in the northwestern areas. But for us, we've been looking pretty good so far. Don't be surprised if you do encounter some patchy fog in a few areas as you do head out the door this morning. But otherwise, though, looking pretty good, though. So take a look outside. I promise the radar and satellite is working. There's just nothing overhead right now, which means a very nice day on the way for us. So definitely get outside and enjoy the nice weather today. Temperatures in the 60s and a lot of sunshine. Can't pass that up, right? Because we're going to be watching for rain right here. That'll be tracking off towards the north and east. And that'll give us a chance for some soggy weather that will be on the way very soon. So we'll need to make sure to keep an eye on that. So futurecast moving forward for today, a lot of sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds late. Will become partly cloudy later on tonight and mostly cloudy as we head towards your Saturday. The wind's not a big deal at all, mainly at around 5, maybe close to 10 miles per hour in a few spots, but overall remaining relatively calm at least until Saturday before we pick up to around 10 miles per hour or so. So a forecast for today, upper 60s, mostly sunny. That's awesome out there, right? The north wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour with high temperatures in the upper 60s. Can't pass that up. Later on tonight, though, here we go. Upper 30s and a partly cloudy sky, and the wind overall remaining nice and calm as well. For tomorrow, upper 50s, mostly cloudy. Southeast breeze at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period. Plenty of sunshine, temperatures in the 60s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
All right, beautiful day ahead of us. And now let's take a look at that community calendar. I think there's events for today and tomorrow. All right, just a correction to that Dueling Pianos fundraiser. It says it's at Mossy Ledge Spirits. It is not. The address, though, on that one is correct. So we'll have that up on our website very soon with all the corrections.
I love that they're having the return of the Fiddlehead Festival in Farmington.
I know.
Yeah.
If I didn't have plans on Saturday, that's where I'd be at.
They used to have one in Monroe, not too far from here, and it was
Yeah.
great. And they would make everything out of fiddleheads. I had donuts with fiddleheads in them, and they were delicious, homemade
Cool.
donuts.
I
And,
love fiddleheads.
Yeah, you
Just
didn't
a
really
little
taste
bit of
the fiddleheads, but
Yeah.
it was kind of neat.
We just do vinegar in my household, a little bit of vinegar.
A little
Yep.
bit of vinegar and butter.
Yeah.
It's wicked good. So
Yeah.
one other thing that was not on the thing is somebody's having a big birthday this weekend.
No,
too.
Yeah,
So
it's me.
happy early birthday.
My
to you.
mom's
So,
making me tres leches.
Mhm.
My friend is going to get me dinner. I feel very loved and thankful.
Good.
Yes.
Hopefully you have a great weekend celebrating.
Thank
too.
you. I appreciate
yeah.
it. All right, still to come here this morning, Tyler Cruz has a packed sports forecast for you.
We'll have that and more when we come back.
Living in Maine means long, cold winters and hot, humid summers. Whatever the weather, Bangor Heat Pumps is your solution. Open 24/7, Bangor Heat Pumps takes care of you at home or at work. We operate statewide and service all brands and models. Understanding moving can be stressful. We will help move any units you may have. We offer a veterans discount in our home with a Capeless Hero discount. Visit us online at BangorHeatPumpsLLC.com or call or text us at 307-7746. Bangor Heat Pumps.
Looking to haul a new piece of equipment? Homeowners or commercial, Coops Truck and Equipment has the right trailer for you. Coops is the largest dealer of truck flatbeds and hauler bodies in the state and can replace any old rusty bed or outfit any new truck. Our full service facility can modify all truck and trailers with steel and aluminum fabricators on duty. We are your go-to place for CM truck bodies, H&H trailers, and load trail trailers. For trailers, truck bodies, truck outfitting, and more, it's Coops.
Your favorite restaurants for half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Go to foxbangor.com, click on half off dining, and start saving now.
Hi, this is Jason,
And this is Jessica from Tossie's Checkout,
a family-owned business located in Glenburn.
inviting you to come experience that welcoming hometown feeling when you're visiting our neck of the woods.
Come check us out.
Great restaurants from all over Eastern Maine at half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
Building new or replacing an aging deck. Make the most of outdoor living with Trex composite decking and railing from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. We're going to start right here in Bangor, where Bangor High Rams softball is beginning 2023 with plenty of experience on the field. They have a new head coach, but her youth is helping her fit in quite nicely. Ryan Sudol has the story.
We've all been here and we've been doing this. Some of us have been playing since Little League all the way up together, so it's a very special group.
Bangor High School softball is underway in 2023. And if you ask them, there's no question what their #1 advantage is.
Definitely senior leadership, our senior leadership.
All the seniors, we've got a lot of seniors.
7 of them, to be exact.
Senior night's going to be quite the process.
But experience is nothing unless you put it to good use. For instance, they have 3 starting pitchers. A rotation like that is a rarity for high school softball.
Teams don't really know what pitcher's going to pitch in the next game, so having 3 that can cycle in at all times, it's good.
Plus, their offense is developing quite nicely. In their second game of the year, they put up 14 runs against Lewiston.
Our bats are really alive right now. We struggled with that a little bit in the preseason, but we're expecting to get a lot better at that.
But amongst all the familiar faces, there's a fresh atmosphere in the program with first-year head coach and recent Wesleyan grad, Sophia Sharapa.
She's just coming out of playing college softball, so she brings a lot of experience to the table, definitely.
And with her being one of the younger high school varsity coaches, period, she's already made a strong connection.
She's only like 6 years older than us, so I think she relates to a lot of us in some ways, so it's been good so far.
And with all the memories that the seniors on this team have made with each other, they are aiming high for their final one together.
It's kind of surreal to think about because we've all played Little League together, and then to know that this is our last season, we just want to give it our all and make it as far as we can.
We all have the final goal of states, or at least making it as far as we can in the playoffs, so that's definitely our motivation.
In Bangor, I'm Ryan Sudol, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thanks for that, Ryan. Let's stay with Bangor, but head over to some baseball now. The Rams home on Thursday, hosting the Coyotes from Old Town. Rams looking to pick up the win and move to 2-1. Coyotes looking for the 3-0 start. Picking this up in the third, first and second for Gavin Glanville-True at the dish. He swings and lifts this one into the outfield. Kyle Johnson gets on his horse coming around second, around third. He would score safely. Glanville-True on third now for senior Matt Holmes. And Holmes is going to get this one to fall in fair ground in left field, and that's going to bring in another run. Still in the third, runner on second for Johnson. He pokes this one through the hole at short. That's going to bring in George Sokolow. Rams up big. Coyotes would get on the board here too, though. They'd get 6 in the bottom of the fourth, including this RBI single from Preston Vos. But they would not catch the Rams. Bangor wins 15-6. Let's stay with some high school sports here. Some big news coming out on Thursday morning across the high school sports world in Maine as the MPA's classification committee officially approved all of the reclassification proposals for the next coming season. The committee approved reclassifications across the board from volleyball to drama. Some of the biggest changes are on your screen. Class A and Class D in football will no longer be statewide classes. There will be North and South regions there. That impacts the size of the other classes as well. For the first time in Maine history, too, there will be a 5th class for high school soccer. And that class is an 8-player soccer class available to small schools. They can choose whether or not to drop there, and they'll still be able to compete with those 11-player teams as well. And in basketball, teams with a winning percentage less than 25% over the past 2 seasons can now drop down a class regardless of enrollment. John Baptist and Orono girls, 2 schools in our area changing. And with those enrollment number changes, Hamden Academy is back in Class A. Also with basketball, the vote on replay will come next month, but everything voted on Thursday was done to make things more competitive.
I think anything that was done today, the idea was to make things as more competitive as possible in the short term. I think, scheduling is still going to be determined by the schools, but we do know that classification does drive scheduling.
All right, looking forward to some 8-player soccer. Let's go to some football now. First round of the NFL draft on ABC on Thursday. Patriots were slated to pick 14th, but to no surprise, traded out of it for a couple late rounders and then made their first pick of the draft at 17. And with that pick, they took defensive back Christian Gonzalez out of Oregon. Gonzalez had a 81.4 coverage grade in 2022, according to Pro Football Focus. That was good for 4th in the Pac-12. In his junior season at Oregon, the most recent one, he posted 50 total tackles, 4 interceptions, with an average return of just under 30 yards. Also had 7 passes deflected. They really needed a new Devin McCourty. Gonzalez is also very excited to get to work at his new home and for his new coach.
You are going to be playing for a Hall of Fame coach in Bella Belichick. What does this mean to you?
Oh, it means everything. I'm super excited for this opportunity. I can't wait to get out there and just go to work.
Certainly excited to see what he can do. And lastly, we will go to the hardwood. Celtics Hawks in Game 6. C's looking to put away Atlanta and move on to the next round. Trae Young and the Hawks, they want a Game 7. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they're going to have other plans for Atlanta. This one was back and forth late, but we'll pick it up early in the first. Celtics up. Tatum stops, gives to Malcolm Brogdon, and Brogdon drains the triple. To the second half we go now. Celtics up just 1 now. DeJounte Murray gets inside, kicks it to the corner, and DeAndre Hunter drains that triple to give Atlanta the lead. Atlanta up 3 now in the fourth. Jaylen Brown with it, pulls up over Murray, and he cashes home the game-tying 3. A couple of plays later, Tatum over to Smart. Look at the passing on this sequence here from Marcus Smart. That gives Horford an open 3. Celtics up 3. Same score now in the fourth. Tatum is going to want in on the action too. Steps back and buries it. Celtics use a late 14-0 run to take Game 6 128-120. They face Philly in the next round. That's all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
What can your John Deere compact tractor do? Attachments for any job. Financing that's as easy as...
like getting a library card.
Affordable.
You're going to get this bigger tractor, and it's going to be less money.
Dependable.
Through the rain, through the snow, I'll work through it all.
Comfortable.
And I haven't any idea how we survive without it.
Experience United and build a tractor package customized for you.
The Lucerne Inn and Ryan's Pub is world-renowned for beautiful dining with a delicious view. Come and enjoy the experience of their all-you-can-eat seafood dinner every Friday night now through April with award-winning dishes from their executive chef, Arturo Montes. Simply call to make your reservation or order for takeout. You can also take your taste buds on a journey with their 5-course international menu, Tuesday through Thursday, for just $29.95 per person. The Lucerne Inn. Beautiful dining with a delicious view.
I went to Angie and typed in pool,
water heater,
cleaners, garage,
interior painting, exterior painting.
For whatever project you need, there's an option.
Oh, I have another project. Let me try this.
Get started at Angie.com today.
Harris Lumber is locally owned and has been serving the Pequot region for more than 50 years. See them for all your projects, big or small. Customer service is their #1 priority. And with a full line of lumber and hardware items, they can also deliver to your job site. Harris Lumber, Milo.
This Arbor Day, we take a look at a project using trees to help communities recover from hurricanes and be more resilient for the next storm. ABC's Ginger Z has more.
The island of Puerto Rico has seen devastating hurricanes in recent years, with Hurricane Maria estimated to have caused $90 billion in damage to Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands. But these storms have a consequence that is less talked about: the amount of trees that are lost or damaged.
The trees in Puerto Rico are critically important because of the increasing frequency and severity of these extreme weather events. And what this strong tree canopy helps to do is act like a buffer. It helps to absorb and soften the blow of these strong winds. It helps to slow, capture, and reduce the release of the water and reduce the flooding and the damage that those floods cause in communities.
Lamb says that trees in Puerto Rico were uniquely vulnerable because they're non-native species that were brought by colonists, so they didn't evolve with the hurricane history on the island. And as climate change is expected to make some hurricanes more severe, Lamb said they're working to replace those trees with something more resilient.
Hurricanes like Maria and Fiona over the past several years have created an opportunity to restore those forest lands with native and endemic species that are more suited to withstand these emerging and unfortunately more frequent natural disasters and hurricanes that are passing through the territory.
The Arbor Day Foundation is working with the nonprofit Para la Naturaleza in Puerto Rico to help plant 750,000 trees in the next 7 years. That's to replace those forests and tree cover that have been lost.
A great project there.
Yeah. All right, on a similar note, let's check in with meteorologist Evan Biggs to see what Arbor Day is going to look like.
All right, here we are, some areas of the state dealing with a little bit of fog this morning. Have a look toward the northwestern areas before you see some reduced visibility down to near zero in a few spots this morning. For us, we're fine, but don't be surprised if you notice some patchy fog as you do head out the door this morning. Everyone else, though, is looking really nice out there. We're going to see a lot of sunshine. For us, get outside and enjoy temperatures in the 60s and plenty of sunshine. Will be a nice way to wrap up the work week. Let's zoom things out, though. We do have some changes on the way, and it starts with this. Before then, we get to enjoy high pressure, but we do have low pressure on the way from the southwest going to the north and east. And this will give us our next opportunity for rain on the way as we head towards Saturday night and a Sunday, a multi-day chance for rain yet again. Not what we need, but we do have that on the way starting Saturday night. So futurecast for today, this is that day to get outside. A lot of sunshine and a few passing clouds. By later on tonight, you'll be watching for a little bit more clouds on the way later on with a partly cloudy sky. Mostly cloudy for the day for your Saturday. The opportunities for rain start to get going as we head towards Saturday night and the parts of Sunday as well. And then beyond that, though, we'll be watching for better opportunities for rain. But at least early Sunday morning, we'll be watching for the rain moving in. We'll be watching it moving in from the southwest going toward the north and east. Notice how the isobars get stacked. That means some gusty winds will be on the way. And this means some moderate to heavy rainfall will be expected by early Monday morning. So make sure to keep an eye on that as well as you do head out the door on Monday morning. But once we get that line through, we'll back off as we head towards Monday evening. And some breaks in precipitation as well, but still some scattered showers possible by Tuesday afternoon as well. And that could also link linger into parts of Wednesday morning as well. So we'll have multiple waves of showers possible throughout the next several days. So we'll need to make sure to keep an eye on that. How much rain can we possibly see? A lot between now and at least Tuesday, with a lot of it kicking in as we head towards Saturday night. Maybe an inch or two of rain before we're all finished up. We're still quite a few days out from this, so make sure to keep an eye on this. We're still looking like several inches of rain, at least 1 to 2 inches at least, on the way for a few areas. Wave heights thankfully are low for the time being at around 2 feet according to the buoy. So of course, no small craft advisories in effect at this time. Our average high temperature is 59 degrees. We'll reach for the upper 60s above normal today. We'll be right at normal for tomorrow in the upper 50s, cooling off into the upper 40s Sunday. It's a little bit below normal, but back in the 50s and 60s by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and also into Thursday. So a little bit of a roller coaster right here over the next few days according to the temperature chart. So your forecast for today, upper 60s, mostly sunny and awesome, and that north breeze at about 5 miles per hour. For tonight, upper 30s and a partly cloudy sky, and the wind overall looking nice and calm. For tomorrow, upper 50s cooling off a bit, mostly cloudy, southeast breeze at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's a look at your extended forecast. The rain moves in Saturday night and the parts of Sunday as well. Better opportunities for rain get going early Monday morning, continuing throughout the day. And we'll keep the rain chances going through Tuesday. Temperatures will be up and down. Upper 60s today, we're in the 50s and 40s Saturday and Sunday. Back in the 50s Monday, and back in the 60s again as we head towards your Tuesday.
In Maine, it's always truck season. And at Thornton Brothers in Lincoln, we are celebrating New Ram Truck Month by carrying the complete line of hard-charging new Ram trucks from light to heavy duty. At Thornton Brothers, you'll find the right truck for cargo space and comfort for those long trips on the road. No matter what Maine throws at you, our trucks have you covered. So come on over and test drive any of our award-winning new Ram trucks at Thornton Brothers, 125 Main Street, Lincoln.
Mossy Ledge Spirits is a true hidden gem in Etna. Located just 3 miles off I-95, exit 167, we are home to tastings, tours, cocktails, to-go drinks, bottles, live music, minis, and priceless memories. You're sure to fall in love with our handcrafted, unique, and deliciously clean-tasting spirits and feel right at home in our family-friendly environment. Mossy's Mobile Spirits is offering mobile bar service for weddings and large events. So enjoy some pizza and raise the glass here at Mossy Ledge Spirits.
Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs.
With Flonase, allergies don't have to be scary. Spraying Flonase daily gives you long-lasting, non-drowsy relief. Psst, psst. Flonase, all good.
It's the Time 100 Gala. We're toasting the most influential people of the year with performances by Doja Cat and Leah Michele. Hosted by Jennifer Coolidge, the Time 100 Gala, Sunday on ABC and stream on Hulu and Disney+.
About done for this hour. We'll be talking smelts in the next hour, though.
I'm excited. Yeah. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
You found the one. Peaks Hill Lodge in Denham. Beautiful outdoor and indoor weddings and events in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. Dance the night away on our 1,100 square foot dance floor. Full service catering and cash bar. Peaks Hill Lodge. Contact us to schedule a tour and book your wedding today.
Your favorite restaurants were half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Go to foxbangor.com, click on half off dining, and start saving now.
Hi, this is Jason.
And this is Jessica from Tossie's Checkout,
a family-owned business located in Glenburn.
Inviting you to come experience that welcoming hometown feeling when you're visiting our neck of the woods.
Come check us out. Great restaurants from all over Eastern Maine at half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
It's a bad deal all the way around.